Today I want to share you exciting news about a book that's going to help you fundraise even better. So I've got exciting news for you today, and that is I am launching my new book, Pray, Ask. Exciting book. Before I get into that, let me just walk you through how this book came about. So if you didn't know, I released last year a book, you can't really see it possibly because of the light, Alms, Your Definitive Guide to the Ins and Outs of Catholic Fundraising. So this was the foundational book about everything that I've learned over the past, then it was 5 years about fundraising in the Catholic context. Really successful. Had to do a reprint because I sold out of the first ones. That was a great success. And it was such a great success that I thought, well, I'm gonna write another book that's gonna help Catholics even more. And that's what this book is about. Pray, ask. And the reason, let me just walk you through why it's called Pray, Ask. When I got started in fundraising, so the big question was, how do I do this as a Catholic? How do I ask Catholics as a Catholic in a Catholic way? The real question was, how do I ask people for donations within the Catholic context? And I thought, well, one day I was reading my catechism. And I came across section 4. Section 4 talks about prayer. And in that section, there's a part that goes into the details about petitioning, how to petition to God. And I found this really intriguing because there was actually, the catechism goes into the correct form of a petition, you're supposed to start a petition, the middle part, and an end. So there's a construct, it's built a certain way, how you do a petition in a Catholic context. And I thought, well, okay, if I'm supposed to ask God in a specific way for things and not just randomly, however I feel I should, I thought, well, maybe I can use it in my fundraising and put that model of how do I ask God for something to how do I ask another Catholic for a donation. And I was really surprised because using that model was really helpful in me asking for donations, and I found that Catholics found it much more welcoming, and it was actually just an easier, more natural approach to the ask, and my fundraising got a whole lot better. So I thought, well, this is really cool. How can I make my fundraising even better? So I went back to the catechism and I said, okay, what else can you teach me about fundraising and communicating with people? And that's where this title, Pray, Ask, comes about. This book is all about what I've been doing, particularly the past 1 year with Catholic organizations on how to improve their fundraising, using the catechism, using what I've learned, using what I wrote in my first book, putting it all together and building a book which really the subtitle is The Practical Catholic Handbook for Following Your Vocation, Raising Funds, and Proclaiming the Gospel. So that's what this book is about. And in particular, so just to highlight 4 things that you're going to read, you're going to learn about in this book. I just want to highlight that right now. Number 1, how to correctly ask donations in the light of your Catholic faith. So yeah, how do you use the catechism? How do you speak to somebody? What are the words that you use? What's the structure of how to ask for a donation and what actually works, which is pretty much everything that I've been doing for the past 6 years now on how to actually ask Catholics for donations. So that's number 1. That's the first thing that you're going to learn. Number 2, the second thing that you're going to learn is what to do when things get tough and how to turn things around. Look, fundraising is super tough. I find it tough. It's challenging. It's challenging to ask people for donations. It's challenging to look for donations. Everything about it is difficult. So in this book, you're going to learn about what do you do when things get tough and how to get out of a rut. That's going to be really helpful with your fundraising. The third thing that you're going to learn is why Catholics donate, why Catholics give, and the underlying reasons they would give to you. These are important things to learn and to know about and how to use in your fundraising, because if you're just going about and asking people for donations but not understanding the reasons before the ask, why would anybody give to you? If you can learn that, which this book teaches, you can understand why one person would donate to you. And once you learn that, why one person donates, you can quickly multiply that into one person, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, and it provides you a much more solid foundation for your fundraising, because you're not just going around randomly asking for people. So that's the third thing you're going to learn. The fourth thing that you're going to learn in this book is where to start increasing your funds or even start a campaign. So this, again, it's a super practical book. I'm talking about how to actually run a campaign. So you know what to say and how to say it. You know what to do when things get tough. You know why Catholics donate and why they would donate to you. And this part is how to put it all together and how to run a campaign. So that's what this book is about. Pray, 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 ask. What you can actually do is go to my website right now. The link is below, and you can actually make a suggestion on the book cover. This is actually only one version of the book cover that I'm sending to the publisher. You can go in and comment. There's going to be 3 other different options. Let me know which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and any other comments about what you would want to learn in your Catholic fundraising. God bless you. If you enjoyed this video on fundraising, make sure to subscribe. Right over there, it's going to be somewhere. Also, if you just enjoyed the scenic views of Catholicism in France, make sure to subscribe as well. And just follow me along on learning how to fundraise and seeing the beauty of Catholicism in the south of France. Cheers. Santé.